Everyone thinks they know Naruto, the underdog, the hero, the boy who never gave up. But what if we told you that buried deep beneath the surface of that story lies a secret guild, a hidden group of elite shinobi, not part of any known village, not recognized in any databook? You've seen it before. Techniques that defy logic, that bend the laws of chakra, that leave even the most skilled jonin speechless, like the Reaper Death Seal, or the Kotoamatsukami, or Izanami, the looped genjutsu that traps a person in infinite fate. Ancient Jutsu scrolls that appear suddenly, passed from hand to hand, never explained, and always dangerous, but responsible for some of the darkest jutsu ever unleashed. Forbidden techniques, soul manipulation, cursed chakra. This is the story of the forgotten elite who shaped Naruto's world from the shadows. Let us begin with something almost no fan notices: the recurring mention of jutsu with no clear origin. Where did they come from? A man like him doesn't die chasing rumors. He dies chasing the guild, a rogue circle of shinobi historians, curse users, and chakra scientists who never aligned with any hidden village. Instead, they moved through the shadows, collecting lost knowledge, forgotten jutsu, ancient scrolls. Think of them as the black market of chakra, from ancient texts, from hidden vaults. He mentions a source, a forgotten scroll, but never where it came from. But Jiraiya himself admits he's chased legends his whole life. The eye of insight, the eye of hypnotism. These weren't just natural evolutions. They were learned, sharpened. The Mangekyo Sharingan's unique powers suggest that the user's trauma is being channeled through forbidden understanding. He talks about ancient creatures, toad sages, and prophecies. Where did he learn all this? Mount Myoboku is ancient, but who recorded its teachings? Who kept its legends alive? Officially, many are classified as kinjutsu, forbidden techniques. But who created them? Who first unlocked such devastating power? Here's where it gets strange. Scrolls. Because those powers aren't just natural. They're designed, shaped, and the guild. They had the blueprint. Take Danzo, for example. A man obsessed with power, with control. He used techniques that didn't come from Konoha. Multiple Sharingan eyes. Forbidden sealing jutsu. Where did he learn them? Who trained him? It was built on fear. Fear of what chakra could truly become. And the hidden guild they represented that fear. Others say they predate even Kaguya, that they were scholars of the original chakra tree, that they watched history unfold, and interfered only when necessary. Not because they were evil, but because they knew what others denied. That knowledge, once unlocked, can't be forgotten. But hiding behind every jutsu is a shadow, a blueprint, a whisper of someone who came before, who experimented, who went too far, only hidden. But if someone had developed a ritual to distort perception on that level, passed it down secretly, that would explain everything. His knowledge doesn't come from modern research. It's older, passed down. Enter the theory, the hidden guild. This guild isn't mentioned in any manga panel, but the clues are everywhere. Let's go back to Jiraiya, his legendary healing, his ability to suppress chakra, too perfect, too controlled, as if he had help. He finds Naruto, trains him, gives him powerful knowledge. And when Jiraiya dies, he's tracking down a truth so powerful it could alter the shinobi world. Let's talk about Orochimaru. He used techniques that defy death: reanimation, jutsu, genetic transfer, curse marks. Orochimaru didn't invent most of these. He discovered them. This points to the guild again, a group that doesn't fight wars. It spreads ideas, techniques, forbidden power for a price. Now here's where it gets wild. The Uchiha. They were feared not just for their dojutsu, but for the mystery around their lost techniques. Why would different people awaken completely different powers from the same eye? Even Itachi's Tsukuyomiya genjutsu that alters time itself makes no sense by chakra standards. The Akatsuki, they were puppets, gathering tailed beasts, yes, but the deeper goal, they were moving according to whispers. Ideas planted by those who knew the truth. And what is that truth? That the shinobi world wasn't built on honor or loyalty. There's even a rumor that Hashirama himself consulted the guild seeking ways to stabilize the tailed beasts. The guild has no symbol, no name, only theories. Some say they were rooted in Usushio Gakutha, village destroyed for its sealing knowledge. Naruto's tale is full of light, of redemption. The Rasengan, created by Minato. But who created the idea? A chakra orb, spinning, compressing, shaped like a bijou bomb. Coincidence? Or was Minato inspired by scrolls he found? And what about Amadu in Boruto? Another man obsessed with controlling chakra through science. He mirrors Orochimaru. He speaks in riddles. Every era has someone who scratches the surface, but someone else had to carve the path. That someone is the guild. And if they still exist, they're watching, waiting, because every time someone pushes the limits of chakra, the guild takes notice. And maybe they decide who lives long enough to understand, or who disappears before they reveal too much. That's the dark truth behind Naruto's brightest jutsu, and it's still unfolding.